Britain's Red Arrows display team may trade in its iconic fleet for Russian-designed jets, sparking fury. The M346 are being considered by RAF chiefs who need to retire aging Hawks. Replacing the aerobatic team's iconic 50-year-old planes with Russian-designed jets would be outrageous, Tories said last night. The RAF could have to turn to Vladimir Putin as the Yorkshire factory that made the BAE Hawks closed in 2020, and the leading UK alternative is years away. That may mean switching to Russian-designed jets, despite the Red Arrow's publicly stated role of showcasing British industry and reinforcing the reputation of the UK. Last night, Tory Shadow Defence Secretary James Cartledge said, "When the Red Arrows perform their brilliant air displays, their red, white, and blue vapor trails represent the Union Jack, not the Russian tricolor. Taxpayers would think it extraordinary." Tory MP Sir Alex Shelbrooke, a former defence minister, said the move would be outrageous. He added, "For a country which has stood strong alongside Ukraine, it sends entirely the wrong message. It's an insult to the thousands who have died." Former Air Marshal Edward Stringer said the Red Arrows were supposed to showcase British kit, training, and expertise. And former Chief Air Marshal Sir Mike Graydon warned, "This would be an extraordinary decision. There would be a strong reaction from the public. Since being set up in 1954, the Red Arrows have flown British-made aircraft. First the fallen Gnat, and then the BAE Hawk. Predecessors, the Black Arrows, flew British Hawker Hunters, but the team's Hawk T1s are due to be retired by 2030, while the newer Hawk T2s, desperately needed for pilot training, have been beset by engine problems. They are due to go in 2040, but in November, new Chief Air Marshal Sir Rich Knighton said, "I would like to replace the Hawk T2 as soon as we can." Bristol-based Aeralis are the best-placed UK firm to step in, but are yet to make a prototype. Other options include a revamped BAE Hawk, a US Boeing trainer, or the Korean Kai T-50 Golden Eagle. But the government confirmed it is considering the PS-19 million Air Macchi M346 jet, jointly developed by Russia and Italy. Russian tyrant Putin has been pictured in the Russian version, known as the Yak-130, and Moscow has sold the fighter version to terrorist ally Iran. Ex-RAF fast jet instructor Tim Davies said buying a Russian-linked jet would be treasonous. He told The Sun, "To replace this aircraft with anything that isn't British would be a significant mistake. It would tell the world that the UK has lost it, that we can no longer design and build great training aircraft. To buy anything else, especially the Italian M346, which is based on the Russian Yak-130, would be bordering on being treasonous." Defense Minister Maria Eagle said, "The Air Macchi M346 fast jet trainer is one of several market options available." The Ministry of Defense added, "We have not yet engaged the market on the future Red Arrows jet." The M346 was originally known as the IAK/AEM 130 after the Italian firm Air Macchi AEM joined forces with Moscow's Yakovlev Yakhak in 1996. State-owned Yakovlev also makes Russia's formidable Sukhoi jets that blitz Ukraine. Air Macchi rebranded the Yak-130 as the M346 when the companies parted ways, but the exterior design remained the same. Air Macchi's new owners, Leonardo, insisted the M346 was produced in Europe to the most stringent NATO standards. They said at least 10 NATO air forces used it for training, including RAF pilots who have been forced to train in Italy using Italian jets due to shortages of working Hawks in the UK, a Leonardo spokesman added. The M346 trainer is being assessed as an option for a number of emerging requirements, including by the United States. But they added that, to date, there have been no discussions with the UK Ministry of Defence about the possibility of the M346 being used by the Red Arrows.